Oh! Very slimy and hi everybody, welcome to Chaotic Roll. That's right, the fast-paced chaotic version of D&D. I am your host for tonight, Whitney Allen, also known as Waddles Barkley. So if anyone's watching who is new and stumbled upon our channel, welcome. Pretty much our show entails just a very fast-paced D&D. We'll be introduced to some new characters for today, put them through scenarios, situations, and eventually have them fight against a monster. We'll see whether they succeed or fail, or as we've seen from previous episodes, in between. But I won't be the judge of it yet. But let's first introduce our guest for tonight. All right, how's it going, you guys?
Great. I'm posting about this on Instagram. I'm putting it to my story so everybody knows about it.
Yes, it looks like your name is One Shot O'Sullivan.
Oh, are we introducing characters or me? Characters? Well, hold on. I'm sorry, brother. Avast, ye hearties! I be One Shot O'Sullivan, and I came to this tavern for just a few things: looting dead bodies and finding buried treasure.
Ah, yes, the classic swashbuckler that you are. I notice you do have a bit of a double personality, but I get the sense that what we just witnessed is going to be your facade for tonight.
Oh, Mr. O'Sullivan's got a wee bit of a cold. There's some whiskey in this tea. We'll just see what happens.
Ooh, fun. So, is rum your favorite type of alcohol, or like?
Oh, that'd be a stereotype now. I've got a very complex palate, and I might be a pirate, but I'm not a savage.
Oh, that's fair. You know what? My apologies there. So tell me more about who you are and.
I guess you might have noticed the blue skin. I'm a water genasi. Um, Again, kind of like a half human, half elemental water creature person, with a wonderful rapier and flintlock pistol, so I can get you close and I can get you from far away.
Ooh, far range. That's awesome. Yeah. And let's move on to our next guest, just so we have enough time to interact and talk to each other. Is the name Bottles correct?
Yeah, it's Bottles. I'm a kobold. I'm a little white. kobold. These are my glasses. I like them a lot, and I also need them to see. So I wear those. Yeah, I'm like 2.5 feet tall, and well, just kind of a little guy, just out here for treasure, you know, digging and stuff, and searching and adventuring. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness, Bottles, you're the most adorable thing I've seen tonight.
I do get that a lot, and I am very aware.
I see you don't take compliments too lightly. I understand.
No, kobolds are literal, so like if you tell me I'm adorable, I'm just pretty much gonna take it at face value.
Yeah, I get that as well. Yes, Bottles, have you you come across as some sort of investigator? Like, have you come across any leads on some mysteries and wonders?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like where kobolds come from. Like, are they dragons? I don't actually know who my mom is. So I tried to unionize the other kobolds in the dragon dungeon that I was in previously to this, but that didn't work so well. So I joined a cartographer's club, and now I just sort of do this.
Okay.
For fun.
Wow. For someone so adorable, you have a very dark side.
No. It's just, power to the workers and power to the people.
He's like a little bit Encyclopedia Brown and a little bit of Aaron Brockovich, you know?
Yeah, I've also got this cool hat. One of my favorite explorers, Montana Smith, used it. And a whip too, but he was really scared of spiders, and I'm not really scared of spiders. And you see a lot of those in dungeons and stuff. So I feel like I'm on the right track to being like the greatest explorer ever, but we'll see. It's cool. It's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah. A little ahead on yourself on that one, but I think you two will get along just fine. So I think we're gonna go to our tavern. This is a good time to explore a little bit more before we send you off through the chaotic portal. So the way that this part works, you are now in a tavern setting. I'll help paint the picture for you guys. So you walk into this tavern, and right off the bat, you see the bar itself. You got some maidens and people working back there, cleaning, serving, doing what they need to do. You see a wide diverse of races and characters as well. Off to the left side, circular table with a bunch of goblins playing poker. We see a halfling off to another corner performing. I said it was a halfling performing, being very bardic. And then off to a different side of the room, we see an old wise turtle writing up something. We're not really sure exactly what. And yeah, let's start off with that and see where things go. You have 5 minutes to do as much as you want in this little world before we send you off. So what it'll be, fellas?
Who has the initiative here?
Up to you guys.
I see. Listen, Bottle's friend, nice to meet you. Do you mind if I make a brief toast to this whole proceedings?
Oh, sure, yeah, get lit.
All right, so what I'd like to do is get up on the table that we're sitting at, and I'd like to raise my glass and say, Avast, all you scallywags in this bar, I'd like to toast to the adventuring lot. And then I don't want to continue and say, I'd like to give a toast traditional to my home world. And then thieves can't say, I'm looking for the roughest, toughest, ball-busting scallywag motherfucker who's looking to come kill a creature. And if anybody wants to join me and my friend Bottles will be sitting at this table. But because it's in thieves can't, it really just sounds like, and I go, cheers.
All right, let's see how you do with this persuasion. It's a 13. It's pretty good.
I've got a 6 to persuasion.
I'll add that, sure. I mean, it's 19. You persuaded a fair amount of people. I'm not sure if they fully understood what you were trying to do, but they're like, oh.
It was, the whole fake toast thing to say something in a weird language felt very, I don't know. It was in the moment. So
yeah, no.
I wanted to see if it attracted anybody, since it's me and my 2-foot tall friend here. Figured we might need a little backup.
I'm gonna take a cue from One Shot of Sullivan here, and I'm gonna go up to those goblins.
Okay.
Because I understand thieves can't. So I hear him do his little thing. I'm like, oh yeah, totally good idea. I'm gonna go up to those goblins, and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? My name is Bottles. I too am often used as a henchman in bigger dungeons. I was just wondering if you guys are unionized, and if not, if you would consider joining our union. I'm a member of the Cartographers Club and formerly of Cobalt's Workers United, but like, me and my pirate friend over there are gonna go fight a monster just for like the adventure and like the cloud and like to make a map. So if you want to come, it'd be pretty cool or whatever. It'd be like badass if you want to come with us.
I'm gonna roll to see how that's gonna go. 14. Okay. Yeah. So the goblins kind of just look at each other. They seem a little overwhelmed with what you're throwing at them, but they're like, "All right. So you mentioned a union. What is that?"
Oh, we'd probably just go like check out wherever we're gonna go, and then like if there's stuff in that cave, you can take it, and then you can tell a cool story to all your other goblin friends, and maybe they'll want to join next time.
They look at each other again, and one of them says, "We'll think about it, kid."
Oh, cool. Yeah, awesome. Also, there's probably like treasure and stuff, so like I'd buy you a drink, but like we haven't gone yet. But when we get back, your drinks are on me.
All right. Oh, you seem like a smart, slick guy. We could use you in our gang.
I'm gonna adjust my glasses a little bit. Be like,
Oh, this is more of an academic pursuit for me, so I appreciate the invitation to a life of crime. But the only thieving I do is really to take like artifacts from museums and put them back where they belong, and then also make maps and stuff.
All right. Well, we'll keep you in mind, kid.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
come on, we're gonna make like a cool exit in a little bit. You should come with us.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Wow, I already blanked out. How much time do we have left? All right. Any last minute things? Because I'll put it this way: you might have gotten some people, but we won't know for sure until the portal.
I see. One last investigation check.
1
I have a
minute
prestige
left.
investigation. I just want to see what this turtle guy is. If I can figure out what he's doing over there. What's his whole deal?
So investigation.
Yes.
All right. So and let me know what your proficient number is for that.
+3. Oh, I think
Damn.
that hits.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. So you see this turtle slowly taking their time in almost calligraphy. She's writing down so much detail,
30 seconds till chaos portal.
and lo and behold, you initially think it's a map because it's so detailed and windy. But the closer you look, you realize it's just a fancy T and then short letters HE. Looks like he's just about to write a story that hasn't been written before.
5, 4, 3,
That's cool. Come with us. You can
2,
make a cool story.
1. Stand by for chaos portal activation. Try not to die, or do. I get paid the same.
Oh goodness. So
Got grain? Need flour? Go see Tancred the Miller. He's got the water wheel. That's right, Tancred the Miller. He's got the water wheel. Don't go see Athelred the Stupid. He has a windmill. Windmills are outdated. Water wheels, that's what's up. He can crank out up to 3 barrels a day. If you've got the grain, he's got the flour power, baby. You know Tancred. He lives at the mill. He's got the daughters. Don't touch his daughters, but do bring the grain. You need bread? You need flour. You need wheat paste? You need flour. You need flour? You need Tancred. That's right, Tancred the Miller. He's got the water wheel, baby.
All right, welcome back to, well, this environment. This looks like a lot of fun. It's kind of like my background, actually, so I kind of dig it. So we last see our adventurers sucked into the chaotic, wow, words. They got sucked in, and they got thrown into this random location. And thanks to their persuasion, they got some extra buddies who are going to help out.
That's what I like.
So, yeah, so. Oh, well, this is awkward. But that's why it's called Chaotic Roll, but I can definitely fix that. Right.
The dungeon concierge is having a little bit of a loading problem. You're gonna have to bear with me here. They don't always get me the best technology. This doesn't look like lava either, babe. No, that's water.
I got sent back.
Oh, boy.
School, and water tend to be a little
That's Sky. I don't know what the fuck is happening now. Well, am I not supposed to swear? I lost. There we go. That looks like some players. Oh, I can't wait to throw these players into some lava. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes.
All right. We are ready to kick some. You know what? Not enough of our players. Not enough of our players. You know, so many of them want to make friends with everybody. I hope you two are bloodthirsty because I'm so sick of it. Ugh.
You're saying they'd be making friends with the creatures we're meant to fight?
Yeah.
It feels against the spirit of a contract to go fight a creature to instead befriend it, correct?
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
go fuck this thing up.
technically they don't violate the terms of the contract. I just end up disappointed, but what else is new?
Well, I mean, if we're entertaining people, I feel like maybe the option is to just go balls out and fuck this guy up. So, you know, like I said, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we're friends now, so we wouldn't want to be rude.
Well, a girl can always dream.
I'm
I'm not saying I'm gonna fuck you up, little bottles. No, you seem like a cool guy. I'm
no,
saying
no.
whatever
I
comes
come
out of
with the
there, fire, dragon, elemental, whatever the fuck,
Oh.
we're gonna take it down.
So as you guys are talking, you hear a couple groans like, ugh, where the fudge are we? And you notice one of them's a goblin who Bubbles recruited, turned out. And then another halfling who just, turned out to wound up actually being sucked in. But I think was also moved by the speech that one shot.
Everybody loves a good pre-battle speech.
It was definitely the speech can. That's definitely what got him.
So you got some additional comrades, and they're like, how did we get here?
Oh, there was a chaos vortex.
And I'm gonna just like go up and like whatever literature I have, like pamphlets on the Union, I'm just gonna hand to my goblin friend. Be like,
Hey man, what's your name? Welcome.
Scotchnick.
Scotchnick. Cool. I'm Bottles. That's One Shot O'Sullivan. He really wants to go fuck this thing up. He wants to go kill monsters. You into that?
Collective bargaining agreements be damned. Let's go kill this thing.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So as soon as O'Sullivan says that, I'm gonna roll for both of you guys. I'll first roll for O'Sullivan for perception. So whatever your bonus is for that.
For what?
This is for perception. So I rolled a 5 for you.
I've got a +1. I've got 11 passive perception, but I've got a +1 to perception.
All right, we'll do perception for now. I'm not fully familiar with the rules of passive, but that's okay.
So that's a big old mess in this one.
All right, and then Bottles, you rolled a 15.
ooh,
So-
actually, are we outside in daylight?
You're pretty much in a cave.
Okay,
It's
cool.
All
All right.
daylight. Although I can't tell, honestly. I'm gonna
What's
say
the
we're
whole
gonna-
geography thing here? Seems like there might be water and steam and lava and all kinds of land masses here.
Yeah. You know that scene from like what is that movie called?
Oh, totally. I know the one.
I don't want to say Goosebumps. What is it? It's the one with the truffle shuffle. Remind me.
Goonies.
Goonies. Thank you. I don't know why I forgot that back. You
So
know,
like the underside, like the inside of the Goonies, kind
it's
of.
like a lagoon of some sort, like in Goonies.
A
So,
Lagoonies, if you will.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. So if I'm not outside, then my perception isn't at disadvantage. So just
Oh, interesting.
Roll another one.
so if it's perception, it's just +3 to whatever the roll is. But if we're inside, then I'm good. I'm golden. Just the one roll.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's more inside. Like there's enough light because of the lava, but I don't see I don't think you have direct sunlight at this point.
I wear glasses because my eyes aren't great, so you know.
Oh, that's why.
No.
Me too. All right. So with that, so 17. Okay. So I'll just say that everyone hears something. For O'Sullivan, it just feels like vibration. You can't quite figure out exactly what it is. But bottles.
Bubbles be Michael Jackson's monkey, R.I.P.
Yeah, don't mean to get you mixed up with that monkey.
It's okay, we're about the same height and weight, so I get that all the time.
Oh God, I'm sorry. But bottles. You can tell that this sound is music.
Oh. Well, that halfling was like a bard or something, right?
Is that a bar, you said?
The halfling that got sucked in with us, he was the one.
So you turn
the
around and you can
performing
tell it
halfling?
wasn't the halfling.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm gonna be like,
Hey man, do you know that song? Because ominous music kind of is like a sure sign of danger. So just like checking,
Hey,
like a vibe check.
I honestly cannot tell. It's a rhythm that I'm not familiar with. It almost feels like there's some sort of technological advantage to this. Like, and this halfling's mind is kind of just in this, like, existential crisis, kind of just realizing this is something that they've never heard before.
Oh, you guys weren't ready for that one yet.
okay, cool.
Would I be able to tell if this is coming from the lava itself or from like the water side? Like where's this vibration coming from?
Oh, you know what? That is a good point. So let me point it out. So I'd say it's around there.
And I
But
mean,
again, you can't really quite see because
right.
fog and whatnot. But you can hear something, but you hear it from that direction. All right, cool. What else do you guys want to do?
We've got just like lava in front of us, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to add in like a ladder or something.
There's a cliff to the left or the right here?
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh.
What we'll do, and again, this is kind of improvised. I'll say that this path here is land, so it's like a little path that you can walk around.
Okay.
So just to make things a little bit easier. Plus, I also don't feel like looking up tokens for ladders.
I'll take out my super official, like super cool dungeoneering pack with all my pitons and a hammer and 50 feet of hempen rope.
All right.
And be like, okay, come on, guys. And I'll like scoot around the side and like make the little ledge thing a walkway and just like as much rope as I can secure. Oh, we'll do the buddy system thing.
Buddy system.
I'll do the rope around the waist, so we're in a little line.
All right, so I'll have Bottles be first. Scotch Nick, we'll call this one Scotch Nick here. Halfling Music Dude, I don't think we ever got their name. We'll have them there. And unless O'Sullivan, do you have a particular spot that you want to be in line for?
I feel like the responsible thing would be for me to be on the heading up the rear there. Don't want to have one of these guys we roped into essentially a fool's quest get taken out for nothing. So I also have a 50-foot silk rope and a belaying pin. So I feel like I would equip those if I feel like that would give us if that would help us make sure everybody is more secure. I'll take out my rope and my belaying pin and kind of give it another wrap.
All right, cool. I think what I'll do, I'll just roll to see whether you guys pass smoothly or fall into lava. We'll roll
I feel
for
like two people with climbing equipment should get advantage on that roll, no?
Yes, I was just about to say you'll Listen, I know I'm the DM, but I'm not that much of a dick.
Oh no, I'm trying to just improve my position. You understand? I'm a pirate.
I totally understand and appreciate. That's the fun of the game.
I have a climbing speed too because I'm a thief and I'm reading this for the first time.
Fine, I'm glad you said that last minute. What's your bonus for that?
It's just I just don't use any extra movement to climb.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, you know. So as you're walking through, I'll paint this. Yeah.
Are these straight rolls, or were they like an athletics or an acrobatics, or what was that?
They were straight rolls because
Okay.
I unfortunately don't have anything relating to that. But we could add it as a bonus if you guys are proficient in it. Because the highest that you rolled is an 8. If there's any bonus that you want to add.
I have a +4 to acrobatics, which is my which is a dex proficiency.
Okay. And Bottles, do you have anything that could help you out in this situation?
No, I have a -1 to strength, so if I'm holding on for dear life.
All right, cool. So I'll paint it this way. You guys are walking your way over. And just as you get to, I'd say you make it a fair amount. Around here, O'Sullivan sneezes. And it startles the other two. So they jump, and for a second you guys lose your balance a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can do a saving throw with advantage.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, was this your first battle, guys? Wow.
Well, this. All right.
I take it all back, fellas. You know, maybe collective bargaining has some points to it, Bottles.
Yeah, man, you gotta have a little faith in the people, you know?
Yeah, so they both got startled because, first off, they're in an environment they're not aware of. They freak out, they panic, so they jump. But fortunately, O'Sullivan, you catch them and calm them down with your big, barely hug.
I promise you, nothing bad's gonna happen as long as us four are standing together. Like my communist friend over there says, we're stronger together than we are apart.
Yeah, and plus that's like the first chapter in your cool story is you know, you met a pirate and then almost fell in lava. You know, that'll get you a drink. That'll
Oh, absolutely.
That'll score you a phone number.
And one of them is like, huzzah!
Hell yeah.
And you hear, huzzah!
Hell yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. I'm rolling for perception at this time round. Oh wait, I had you roll perception again. So first roll is O'Sullivan. I don't mean to roll low for you. It just happens. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
And, okay, you guys aren't able to see, but for the players, I'm going to introduce you to our monster. If I can figure out how to get out of this part. No, okay, my library. Hang on. We got this. Yeah, so pretty much you guys don't quite see anything, but I will say that the music gets louder. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. And before you know it.
And I could use a new pair of boots, but I don't know what these cats. I'm not much of it. I have a -4 to animal handling, so I'm not much of an animal person.
Well, oh, this is no ordinary animal, I will say. It's a beast of some sort. I blanked out on the specific name on this beast. It's kind of...
we can't see him anyway, theoretically. We can't really just so...
What my beast is. Can my conscious remind me one more time? DJ Lycanthrope, a.k.a. DJ Lou. That's your monster you're going to try to take down. But right now, your players are still in the fog, so you can kind of see... You can tell it's a monster, but you can't exactly see exactly what it is until you get closer. So, but I think this is a good time to roll for initiative.
Oh, I was gonna say, since we're like professional rogues, we're like, you know, seasoned sneaky people. Can we be like Scooby-Doo walking down this walkway here?
O'Sullivan, do you like that idea?
Just a little like Looney Tunes. Bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all about swashbuckling from the crow's nest. Sometimes we have to act with discretion. I'm chaotic. I'm not insane. Let's sneak.
All right, cool. So, as far as sneaking for rogues, do I have to roll anything for you guys?
Let's
Nope,
see.
I just got a +5 to it.
So, pretty much stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll roll for stealth for the group, and I'll add your advantage to it, so +5.
Yeah, why not?
And, O'Sullivan, do you have any bonus?
I'm +6 for stealth. I have a cunning action that is hide, but it doesn't say what you have to roll for that.
Hmm.
But anyway, +6 to stealth.
Okay, let's see. I'll just roll once to see where things are at, and then we'll add pretty much 11. So I think you guys will actually be all right. Yeah, no, you guys are fine. This DJ is so into their music, they don't fully realize that you are stealthy. And yes, it's clear that you are right in front of them now, so you can fully see your creature. But they don't see you quite yet because they're like so into their music right now. Like they're trying to find that base. They're chasing that they're chasing that dragon, you know? So
Bottles, I gotta tell you, I've got a bloodlust that's been boiling over for several hours now. I just want to take a pot shot at this motherfucker. Should I throw a dagger or shoot him with my flintlock?
Oh, the gun's way cooler.
I'm sorry, I'm a little hard of hearing. What was that?
The flintlock is way cooler.
I agree. I just thought maybe, we're all stealthing right now. The dagger is very rogue-like. Fuck it. I've got 20 bullets in this clip. Let's unload on this motherfucker.
Wait, I'm gonna be a little more low tech, but I'm gonna take out my short bow.
All right, we should probably roll for initiative now because I want to.
I was just about to say we're gonna roll for initiative. So I'm gonna first roll for O'Sullivan.
Oh man.
You'll still
I
go.
get some kind of plus something to initiative rolls, but it doesn't even fucking matter. I got +2 initiative.
+2? 6. Okay.
Or +4 to initiative. I'm sorry, +4 to initiative.
Okay. Okay, so you got an 8. That's not bad. Let's see how everyone else does. Bottles is next. 11 plus
3.
14. All right. And then from there, I'm gonna roll for both these characters just to save the math in my head. 12. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it be a straight 12. So right now, and then we'll roll for DJ Lou. Yeah, DJ Lou. Not doing great. So pretty much the order is Bottles, Scotch Nick, the halfling that we never got their name. Then it's O'Sullivan, and then DJ Lou. So, yeah, Bottles, what would you like to do?
Okay. How many feet away from me right now is DJ Lou?
Check. So I got this measuring thing that's pretty dope. I'd say 25 feet.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. You're closer than that. 15 feet.
Okay. I know I took out my short bow, but I'm just gonna take out my short sword instead.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run right at him and do like a cool leap over his DJ booth to like ninja slide over there. I'm just gonna be like,
your beats are diminutive.
And then I'm just gonna try to attack him.
Are you attacking the record dish, or are you attacking the monster directly?
Oh no, I'm very small, so I could probably just slide right over the records without like skipping a beat, if you catch my drift. And I want to just like stab him.
Stab him. Okay.
You know what? If I can get on top of it and just be like wiki on top of the booth.
Let's see how well you do with the roll.
Cool.
Look for your proficiency. I'd say that's going to be an athletic roll.
Oh no! So
I'm sorry, acrobatic. I'm going to do acrobatic just because you're jumping and you're trying to be nimble and slight.
So plus 3.
All right, so let's see how you do.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Not the worst. I'll first mention that. Man, that was a sight to see. So Bottles, you
Or in
run.
my head. It was a lot cooler when I thought about it.
I mean, it was a lot cooler for like the first 5 seconds
Yeah.
where it was teetering on the 19, and then it just.
Yeah.
No, pretty much, which is very telling of how it worked. You're running up, and you just do this epic jump, but the issue is, your foot gets caught on a stone, and you eat shit.
Okay. Am
And
I
take-
am I at his feet then?
What?
Am I at his feet then?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say, yeah, you run up. Can I move? No, I have to. That's the one thing about Roll20. I have to quickly switch over. So you run up. I'd say you're pretty much right there. I'm also gonna see. I'm gonna roll for something else. Believe it or not, DJ Wolf is still focused on his sick, nasty beats.
Okay. Well
this
then,
guy's kind of got a one-track mind on him, don't he?
Yeah, he's focused. He's got one goal.
I'm going to, as my action then, I'm going to use my once a day ability to grovel, cower, and beg. After eating tremendous shit, I'm just gonna be at his feet. I'm just gonna like tug on his cool, I'm assuming tracksuit, and gonna be like,
Please, the music. It's so bad. Please stop.
and beg.
Yeah.
So every
Oh, son,
teammate,
have some respect for yourself.
every teammate I have now has advantage on their next attack against him.
All right, maybe keep begging.
So, remind me again, how many actions do rogues have?
I can do cool rogue shit as a bonus action, and then I got my gravel, cower, and beg for my action.
Okay, so I envisioned that your attempt to leap and stab was the action.
Oh,
That's the thing.
Bonus action?
then I'll use my bonus action, because rogues can do this, to hide, because he didn't notice me. So I'll just like,
Yes, cool. So
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Keep that next thing in mind, because I think you can still do that, but I think that works.
my bad. Yep.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure, set some guidelines.
So that action that he didn't actually take the bag action.
No,
Okay.
not the begging yet. Not yet. But we'll see how the next roll goes.
I'm hidden behind a DJ.
All right. So this tiefling. You know what? I think they can do this. Sorry, I keep saying tiefling. They're a halfling. I kind of go back and forth with that. But this halfling, who is a barbarian, will actually do some sort of inspiration. I don't remember on the top of my head, but there is like Bardic Inspiration, where I believe 3 of the members can have some sort of benefit. I think you can add a D4 to an action. So the next time you do an action, you just add a D4, and we'll make it happen. So help me remember that rule. And that will be the halfling's turn. And then this goblin. Goblin's gonna go into frenzy rage. I'm gonna roll this for a quick second. I'm kind of just mapping this out in my head.
If this is what unionization is about, then I'm all for it.
Yeah. All right. So I pretty much rolled to see whether the goblin will go for attacking the DJ or not. And this goblin is going for it. So we're going to see. They pull out a dagger. And they try to stab. So my apologies. I'm going to roll this to see whether they hit or miss.
Throwing dagger or...
Oh my God. Yeah, okay,
Wow.
that's a crit.
Jesus.
Well, so pretty much this, this goblin who is in rage not only so they crit, so they get. I think in this case to save on time for some of these NPCs, we'll keep the math simple. 10 points of damage right off the bat. So I know this is like a 20. I rolled a 20 twice in a row.
You have to understand what I'm seeing from my perspective here. I'm in the back watching everybody else attack, and I see a goblin go into a rage and then just go right at a mystical lycanthropic disc jockey. You understand how this sounds crazy, right? Like, this shouldn't be. I'm happy it's happening. But it's crazy, right?
This is the coolest day of my life.
All right, then where we go, Bob?
So, would you say that you are inspired by this goblin who pretty much made the first attack? Because that could justify your bonus from the D4 that you have done.
Boom.
So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, flintlock pistol. Would this be considered a sneak attack?
You can make it a sneak attack. I'll allow it.
All right, so if it hits, I'll do a sneak attack. But let's see. So my flintlock, which for you nerds at home is a reclassed short bow, same stats. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a die here, see if it hits. It's a +4 to hit.
D20 +4. Okay. All right, 14 hits. I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit because I think initially the D4 is for whether you hit or not, but I wanted to add it for damage. So
okay,
I'm just gonna roll for damage. See, what weapon are you using?
So it will be the short bow. It's the flintlock.
Right, and what's the bonus for that? So it's like a 1d8 plus.
So it's a one. The short bow itself is, or the flintlock is 1d6 +2 piercing.
Okay.
And then I've got sneak attack damage.
4 plus
2
is 6, but I'm also gonna roll a d4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5.
And then you sneak attack.
Yes.
And that's 2 d6s.
All right. So 5 plus 6 is 11.
I'll take it.
11 points of damage. Awesome. All right. And are you moving up or are you staying where you're at?
Let's see. Does dash? Do I have to exhaust my movement before dashing, or what does dash?
So dash is a bonus from what I recall.
Okay.
But it's an action. I think it's. Is it an action or a bonus?
No, we can. Rogues can do it. We can dash, dodge, or dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus.
Dive, dodge.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a werewolf. Yeah, but we can dash as a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So you could use that as a bonus.
Oh, all right, cool. One way or another, I want to, since we've got one person on the left and one person in the center, I want to flank this guy, and also I want to go to the right side of him, if possible.
So this way?
Other side.
Okay,
yeah,
so
like that. So we're all kind of like gonna be surrounding him. Yeah, and then Goblin guy can do what he wants to do.
Cool. I'd say, you know what? Because of the dash, I'll have you move up a little bit further. So you're around here. So that's looking pretty dope. All right, and DJ Werewolf. I think at this point,
he's got to know we're here. I mean, I shot him in the face.
Well, the goblin pretty much straight up attacked. So DJ Werewolf is so distracted by the goblin, it'll take 2 swipes of claw damage, or use 2 swipes with the claw. All right. Yes, they both miss the goblin because the goblin's enraged. So, yeah, cool. Awesome. So from the top, we're gonna do bottles.
Drop. Okay. So, kobolds, notorious pack hunters, get advantage on attacks if my allies are also engaged with them.
Great.
And I'm going to take out my short sword, which to one shot probably looks like a dagger, but for me it's very large.
Okay.
And I'm going to just like try to do the best Shoryuken I can up with it, because DJ Werewolf is much taller than me. So I'm gonna make my at advantage attack.
All right, cool. And based on your last turn, you're not gonna do the persuasive thing. Just double checking.
No, I feel like he stopped spinning now, so like that's a little bit. I don't need to beg anymore to get it to stop.
Oh, got it. Yep. All right, cool. So, what type of attack will it be? It's a sword melee attack.
It's a D6 for a short sword.
Okay. I first have to see whether you hit or not. That's the
Oh.
thing. So let me double check first. I think I'll just roll. Advantage on. What am I thinking of? What's your dexterity?
It's a +5 to hit.
Well, you rolled a 19, so you definitely hit DJ Werewolf. Now, as far as damage, you said a D6?
It's 3d6 plus 3 because of my sneak attack.
Got it. I was just about to ask whether it's sneak attack. Oh no, that one's cocked.
Oh!
Ugh. All right, hold the 5, and I'm just gonna roll these 2 again. All right, cool. 15. 15 points.
Plus 3, so 18 total.
Yep, 18 points of damage. Oh, dang. Ooh, boy. All right.
I will use my bonus action to disengage from him and just like step back and go like,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. They won't be able to do anything. Let's move things through. Yeah, it looks like we could probably do. I'm gonna save on time. I'm gonna have both your accomplices go to whether they hit.
Hey, Scotchguard, why you standing so far away? Step up and fight.
Dang. Okay. This goblin just cannot stop, won't stop. Pretty much another crit to them. And meanwhile, I think the halfling tries to run up, and because they were trying to, I don't know, jab, but they trip and fall. So they failed. But the goblin pretty much did what they did last time. They took their dagger and just stabby stab.
Bottles, can
So
I
we're
get a
gonna.
couple of those pamphlets? I feel like I gotta pass these out at different taverns around town, you know?
Absolutely. Power in numbers. I'm really proud of you, Goblin Guy.
You
You're
literally.
great.
I don't know if
Be
he
a great
can hear
addition
you,
to the
but
chapter.
He gets it. It's the energy. You're sending positive energy his way.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's looking great. Oh, and of course they roll a d4 because I completely forgot that damage. So it's 11 points of damage. So instead of the 10, it's 11. To 11 points of damage to the goblin. Although technically, this is the goblin. My bad. Hopefully no one noticed. Yeah, that's been the goblin. Cool. O'Sullivan, what would you like to do?
Perception check. How's our lycanthropic friend looking here?
Yes. 52. Yeah, I'll just give it to you. I won't have you roll.
Don't give me a number. Just give me a condition. Like, is he bleeding? Is he limping? Like, what do we got here?
He's howling. Oh! But,
I mean, that's kind of their generic state of a wolf, though. Wouldn't you agree? Like,
yeah, I'm
Oh, I
sure.
thought it was sound effects from the music.
Yeah.
it could just be like as he does the sound. I don't know what this technology is. I'm just trying to guess.
Oh, it's a howl, and it's not a great howl. It's like, you can tell the difference between a cat's meow, like when they're hurt or they're upset. Like, you can tell this werewolf was like, ah! I'll also note that bruises on their chest and stab marks. So they're not doing too great, but they're still standing because
I see.
they a big dude. So, but yes, I want to say this is our final round, and I think what we'll do is whatever damage is caused, we'll double it. More than that for us. Hell yeah. So,
now I'm into this. Hold on. I've never interacted
I still
with
don't
you,
roll
but I
for
love
DJ
this.
Werewolf, so no.
Oh, y'all better hit this.
So, DJ Werewolf, sorry, I was just going for the goblin. They miss. It doesn't matter. There's twice, but they're too emotional right now because their music was messed up and they can't concentrate.
All I did was a perception check. I didn't actually have. I didn't make an attack or anything. Was I supposed to go before him?
Nikes, yeah.
I mean, he still missed. We can count it. I'm fine with it counting. I was just gonna take a slash at him with my rapier because I'm within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, do it.
And that's a +4 to hit and a 1d8 +2 if it hits.
Okay. It
was a 9 anyway. Right?
Okay, that works.
4, 13,
Yep, that hits.
Oh, it does. Wow. All right, 1d8 +2.
Listen, this DJ is passionate about music, not that.
And revenge.
I guess a more philosophical question is, why were we called to kill? Like, was it somebody that didn't like the music that was playing that asked us to come kill? Like, I get it.
It's
But
pure
what was
evil.
is he really bothering any? No, I'm not.
The Pack Tavern is not responsible for the monsters that appear in any given area. Our only responsibility contractually is to send you to an area in which we have heard that there may be a monster. In this particular case, DJ Lycanthrope, for those of you who do not know, is here attempting to avenge the death of his brother, DJ Werewolf, but thus far is not doing great, and I am not mad about it.
Service by killing somebody who's creating mediocre music and damaging people.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of derivative. He's got a brother I have.
It's very derivative. That's the first thing I thought. I thought it's derivative. You were on the same page here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you still want to attack. Well, you already attacked, so we might as well do damage control and see what bonus.
Oh, mine's 1d8 +2 was the.
1d8 +2. All right.
Come on, babe.
That's not what I wanted. 3, 5, you do 5 damage.
Yeah, we'll do 5. Let's round up 5.
Well, 3 + 2, isn't that 5? I know I'm bad at math, but come on.
You already added the +2 to the 1, so we'll just say +5.
3,
Can
0.
I add sneak attack or no?
Oh, yeah, sure, let's add sneak attack.
Sure.
+2.
Okay, 2d6 +2.
Just 2d6. That's right. Add 4 to it. Okay.
So, the 9.
We're just doing 9. Okay.
All right, that brings us down. The monster is down to 43 health, but neither one of you have been hit yet, so you're doing pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, so let's make this our final round because we are trying to wrap up with time and whatnot.
Look,
so,
all I can really say is we could send some people to a room one day, and maybe there's no monster. Maybe there's a room full of flowers, but it ain't happened yet.
You know what? You're giving me some ideas. All right.
I feel like the flowers would somehow be sinister just based on the tone of your voice.
Maybe. Who knows?
Once again, the Pack Tavern is not responsible for any monsters that you might find in a random location.
Oh my goodness, you guys will be the best of friends. All right. Final round. Give it your all. Bottles, what you want to do?
Run and stab. I'm just gonna.
Next time, send us someone with music.
And I'll just do like a sneak attack because there's people engaged and it's at advantage in case I crit, maybe.
It hits. Doesn't crit, but it hits. So is it 2d6 you said?
It's 3d6 plus 3. Plus my d4, I guess.
9 plus 9
12,
plus. Yeah.
15, so 30 if we're doubling.
Yeah, let's double it. So 30.
We are down to 13. Oh, I love that. I love that for us.
All right, let's see if our companions hit.
Come on, boys.
All right. Cool. Halfling gets up, has a dagger as well, and stabs, as well as the goblin has a dagger. Everyone's got daggers. I don't know why, but they all got daggers, so they stab. They both hit. I'd say that they take 5 points. Each of them take 5 points of damage to the DJ. So we're down to minus 10 in total. And so, how far are we down now?
They have 3 health left, baby. Bring us home.
All right, bring us home, One Shadow Sullivan.
All right, well, I
You
feel
better
like,
one-shot this monster, buddy.
I feel like, the rapier's a little. I don't know. I know I'm close by, but you know what? Since it is one shot O'Sullivan and could be the last turn here, how about this? I put away the rapier. I pull out the flintlock and I put it right against his temple, and I say, "Are you feeling lucky, scallywag? Roll."
All right. So how? Remind
Plus
me
4
how.
to hit.
Wait, say that one more time.
It's a +4 to hit on the roll.
Okay, cool. So I'll roll to see whether it hits or not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You take a shot, and what is it called? It's a
Misfire.
blank.
Yeah.
It's a blank. I mean, at this point,
You shoot
Actually-
blanks every now and again. It happens as you get older.
yeah, it'd be like that, and I'm sure.
You know, it's one of those old. It's an older flintlock. You know, the more you use it, the less shots you get out of it. You
I've
polish
heard
it a
that
lot in your
you
spare
don't
time,
use
and
it
you know
to-
sometimes it discharges. And
I just realized something. You still have the Bardic Inspiration, which is +4.
oh,
So 4 plus
that put
4
me
plus
over to-
3.
3 plus 4 plus 4. Does that hit?
Bad. And just like that, you initially, it was a slight second where you're like, wait, did I just throw a blank? Got him. And I feel like it doesn't make sense to roll for damage because there was only 3 points.
I was going
feel
to say
like
it's a 1d6 plus 2, so I'm doing 3 either way. Let's just blow this fucker's brains out.
you already did. This
Oh, finally! Although I gotta be honest, I do also appreciate it when the heroes die. Anyway, stand by for return to the tavern.
and all you hear is.
That's the first good sound you've made all night.
That's
Welcome
what
back
we're
to
doing.
the
That's
Pack
what we're doing.
Tavern. Congratulations, brave adventurers. You have beat the monster. Finally, some people who showed up to play. I cannot wait until next month. Until then, thank you for playing.
Oh, any promo? Yes. Anyone want to? Oh, hi. Yeah. Cool. All right. Cool. Well, thank you. So before we wrap up, anything that you guys want to promote as, not necessarily as bottles or one shot O'Sullivan, introduce you players and, yeah. You go.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, Jeff, do you have anything that you're particularly into that you'd like to talk about?
Oh, I'm not an actor, so I don't have anything to promote, or I guess I'll promote this channel and thank everybody for coming. I do public interest work, and I'm about to start an eviction defense clinic at the Inner City Law Center. So if you are feeling particularly generous this holiday season and need a place to put your donation money, they're wonderful. They're great. That's a great place to do it. And
What's it called?
Inner City Law Center.
Are we putting that in the chat?
Oh, I'm putting it right on the fucking screen, baby.
Cool.
Where's that based on?
The
Los
Inner-
Angeles.
Yeah, no, it's LA. We're based in.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I always forget that.
Yeah, Jeff is here in LA, just like the Pack Theater is in person. We will be reopening ideally in March, so stay tuned for that. Vince Barry, can you tell us anything you would like to promote?
Sure. So, unfortunately, I am trying to be an entertainer. So I'm doing stand-up, and I do other things. I do a pro wrestling podcast once a week. I'll just go down the line. If you want to follow me on social media, it's at OSnapVince. That's OHSNAPVINCE. OSnapVince. If you'd like to watch the live stream or listen to my wrestling podcast, it's called The War Report. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Twitch, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Wherever you find your podcast, search for The War Report. There is one that's sponsored by a website called Tag Me a Date. That's the one that I host. There are 2 War Report podcasts that talk about wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to mine. Follow Snap Vince. And if anybody watching the show also watches Dimension 20 or Critical Role, tell them what a good job I did and that they should bring me on as a guest character because I am an unemployed comic and I would love to work for College Humor or the Critical Role company. That's my cheap plug for today.
Hey, I feel like we're in competition with that now.
I have resumes available upon request and sizzle reels that I can email to you with a Google Drive link.
What about you, Whitney?
Well, obviously, from based on last time, every Wednesday, actually tomorrow, we have Go Sketch Yourself, where we show varieties of different sketches and whether they're video, TikToks, or even just written up sketch. Send stuff to us, and we want to share it to the world and appreciate the hard work that you guys have. So
They're super fun. I guest hosted with them last week. It's great. You could see me in person and not just as a voice sometimes.
Exactly. So we're looking forward to that change. I mean, obviously, I'll still be virtual because I live in the East Coast. I also do stand up. I got my Instagram at Waddles Barkley. So I have some videos up. Have to add more. What else? I feel like I've just been.
Whitney, I feel like the East Coast contingent should make a packed theater run one day. Grab a couple people from our area and make the trip.
That would be fun. I mean, I plan on going back over to LA because I did that a couple months ago. A lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you're interested, might as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was great. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think that concludes our show. So thanks for
Yeah, please, if you, we're gonna go to our final screen here. Thank you guys so much. You can still hear me, chat. You can see all our information here on the screen. You can donate to the Pack Theater at Pack Theater, Pack-Theater. We also have shows that'll be coming up soon live later this year, and we have classes enrolling now. Check us out online. Thank you for watching. Bye.